My name is Maggie Wendo. I live in Kiserian. This is Power UR Farm. I am a growing dairy farmer with the vision to be able to have sufficient feed for these animals. So I'm excited for this journey, and I hope you will be able to join along with me.
Welcome to Kilimo Faida TV. I'm your host, as usual, Vicky Man. So here I'm in Gong, Kajiado County, that's in Kenya. We're here basically for dairy farming. We're here to learn some of the gaps we have in dairy farming and to establish a successful daily project here in Kajiado. Did you know that in Kenya, we produce at least 4 billion liters of milk annually? We have over 3 million dairy cows. And at least for all that, 80% accounts to small holding milk production. So that's why, with our mission and our project Dairy Vision, we want to pull as many people to maximum or to wholesale or large scale milk production. That's why we're here with a young CEO. I don't know if it's a Gen Z or a millennial, but we have to learn together. How are you, madam?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Or is it in the afternoon?
I think we just crossed that because you're in the farm.
Yes.
So I'm excited to be here, and it has been quite a nice journey to come all the way to this place. And I see you, I found you in the farm.
Yes.
So it means you are a little farm.
That's why I was not wearing a white coat. It is restrictive in the farm.
Okay.
Yes.
So before I know why you chose agriculture and not stay in the office, maybe you can first introduce yourself to our audience.
All right. Karibuni sana Kilimo Faida. It's a pleasure to have you here. You are in Kiserian, not in Ngong. In Kiserian in Kajiado County. Karibuni Power UR Farm. And we are a startup pack, you know.
Okay.
We do dairy farming, and we do mixed crop farming.
Okay.
Mostly horticulture.
Okay.
So it is definitely a pleasure to have you here. And hopefully we learn, we'll talk,
Sure.
and then we'll benefit other people outside.
Sure.
And I'm not a Gen Z. I'm a millennial.
Okay. That's okay. You're going to tell us or maybe encourage other ladies and tell them why you chose to be in the farm.
Yes.
And I can't lead, you have to forgive me for this. I can't lead from your conversation and the way we've been talking.
Yes.
You must be a learned person. And then your choice to come to the farm, you have to tell me if you did agronomy, that's why you chose the farm. So how did your story begin to be in the farm?
COVID is the story.
Okay.
But generally, I've been in food production.
Okay.
And the reality about food production, you can work in a hotel, you can be a chef, but it always starts from the farm. And I realized that I must start from the beginning to be able to understand where the food is coming from. The farm has always been there, but it is lately that I have now been a part of the farm.
Okay.
It has been a learning process, it's been a journey, but now I can with ease say that I understand how farming works,
Okay.
but it is now to go to the next level.
Okay.
So food production starts from the soil,
Mm-hmm.
the seed,
Mm-hmm.
then to our tables.
Sure.
And we are really trying to make affordable food, which is healthy.
Sure.
And because I also have my own children, and it's good to know that what they're eating,
It's
you know where they're coming from. You know where the milk is coming from, and it's healthy. So even when we're selling it to the dairy, to the markets, we know that what we are giving them is good quality product.
Wow.
Yes.
So that's so amazing to hear. And we wish you the best. And that's why we are here, so that we can exchange notes and ensure that we make it to the best levels.
Yes.
I know when it comes to crops, you're going to go there and I'm going to learn more. Or maybe I'm going to leave that to my new colleague, Caro, to tell us more about that. But for me, I'm so much interested with the dairy.
Yes.
Because we have this upcoming project that we want to support more people.
Yes.
We want to do this perfectly. So what's your story with dairy? When did you start doing dairy farming here?
Dairy farming on Power UR farm has been done for almost 20 years. Almost. Wow. I say almost because it's touch and go.
Yeah.
You know, Kajiado is an interesting place.
Yeah.
It can get really dry for long periods of time. And you have to understand how to benefit your Frisians and your Ashires. Yeah. Because we know this is the Maasai land.
Sure.
And they have original cows. So bringing in cows like Frisian definitely needs a lot of care, a lot of understanding to boost and have good production.
Sure.
But for Power UR, it has been from one cow to now almost 20 cows.
Wow, you have 20 cows in here.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have milkers, then we have heifers, then we have yearlings.
Okay.
But our projection is not just the number of cows,
sure,
but of course the production.
The production part of
the
it.
Production. And that's how we are now in contact with you, because we have understood the breeding. We have understood how to raise the animal. We have understood how to keep it healthy.
Sure.
But what we need to improve on definitely is how we feed. Proper feed management.
Proper feeding management.
Yes.
So, like, what's the average production as we speak? Per cow, say? Like, how many milkers do you have?
We have 7 milkers. Highest production is about 28 liters after it delivers.
Okay.
We have had cows producing up to 36 liters after delivery.
Wow.
That is very important, after delivery. So, you know, after delivery, it's a very high peak.
Sure.
Then it drops as it now goes back to getting on heat and being served. So we have had very beautiful cows producing serious amounts, but we are yet to get to the 40-liter mark per cow.
Sure.
So that is where we are targeting.
So can we call 40 liters one of your ultimate goal? Definitely.
40 liters per cow per day. If you have 10 milkers, that's good business.
You can be on a sustainable business.
Oh, definitely. It's seriously profitable. So you'd rather have 5 cows, each producing 40 liters, than 10 cows, each producing 2 liters.
Definitely.
Yes.
So for these cows and the calf and all that, I know we're going to get to that. What is your normal, like, say, a day's program? How does it run from morning up to evening?
So at the dairy, we do our first milking at about 6 in the morning. So we are still doing manual milking. We do not use machines. And I think most of our animals are still in that phase. We have not yet introduced mechanic milking. So each cow takes about 5 to 7 minutes for milking, depending on the literages. Because if a cow is producing about 20 liters, between 10 and 20 liters, it takes time.
Sure.
So we have 2 milkmen. They come in, make sure that all the cows are well.
Okay.
First and foremost, before you milk them, you must confirm that they're well.
Sure.
Because things happen between when you close shop and when you open shop.
Definitely.
So you make sure that all cows are present and accounted for. All the cows know when they're milked. So the heavy milkers will enter what we call the jock. Fast.
Okay. They're that disciplined.
So you cannot find a milker who's producing 6 liters
competing for
the space. So they know that the heavy milkers go in fast. Then they have their own, cows are quite interesting. They have their own track. That's after I go in, the next person comes in and the next person comes in. Sure. And I'm maybe the youngest because I was the last one to be served. So I will go in last.
Do you think there is a way that helps you?
Oh, definitely, because I believe the milkmen prefer to have the heavier milkers in the beginning so that they do not tire. Because it's also tiring to start having a fluctuation. So
Sure.
this cow is producing
Sure.
25 liters, then this one is producing 2 liters, then this one is producing 15 liters. So that hierarchy definitely benefits the farmhand.
To ensure they even do complete milking to avoid
Exactly.
the cases of mastitis and
Mastitis.
everything.
Yes.
So how did you source your cows?
I think all our cows, other than 2, are husbandry, have the husbandry from Pawayuer.
Okay.
So our initial source, I believe, was from Flyover.
Okay.
But the 2 have then become the mothers of our herd.
Okay.
So other than 2, Elma and somebody else,
Yeah.
all of them are from Pawayuer. They have been born here,
Okay.
so we have the records.
Okay.
We know how their mothers were producing. We know how they're producing.
So you have the records from
Definitely,
how
you
the
must.
herd has come up.
Yes, you
So
must.
can you say maybe you're improving your breeds, or somehow you're stagnant, or maybe is it that a challenge, or you can say there's an
It
achievement?
is a challenge,
Yes.
but it is an achievement to have every cow delivering not 12 months, but almost 16 months. We should have bring it down to 12 months or less,
Yeah.
because you should be having, your cow should be calving every year,
Every year, sure.
so that it has maximum production.
Sure.
So we have brought it down to almost 16 months. Some breeds breed true, where you find the mother was a good milker,
Yeah.
and the daughter is a good milker, and the granddaughter is a good milker. We have a situation where we are still sourcing our semen,
Okay.
so we might not completely have control over all our calves, but that also is an issue of husbandry, and we are still getting better at it.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's something that you're seeing to it that you'll be able in the next, say, 5 years, you have the
Oh,
best
definitely,
breeds.
definitely.
Or maybe the last question before I go for the break, because I see my producer is on my neck. So how have you been sourcing these semens? Is it from the locals, imported, or how do you do it?
No, we get it directly from, not Ilri. There's the guys who do the Kenyan.
The calf breeders.
We source them from there.
Okay.
So our vet gets the semen from there,
Okay.
and we use it. We are not yet into imported semen,
Okay.
because we also cannot verify
Yeah.
its descent.
Okay.
So we use Kenyan sourced semen.
But you always have a chance to go through the catalog.
Oh
first.
yes, because the catalogs are there.
Okay.
We can choose when some cows we can choose who we are going to serve what.
Okay.
But sometimes if our local vets have specific semen that they are fond of,
Yeah.
they will definitely then tell us, no, we are thinking we use this one.
Okay.
For now, let's see how it will then come out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's a good job, and I believe in the next few years, and with our presence and the presence of all other information sources that you have, you're going to get this farm to the best levels. I would dream to see that day when you have 40 milkers.
Oh, wow.
Because that would be so good. So I think we're going to go for our first commercial break, and then when we come back, we're going to learn how they do feeding here. We can also learn some of the challenges they have and some of the challenges we're trying to ensure that we fill, so that those farmers who feel they want to come and invest in this part of the country, they'll be able to have somewhere to pick from. See you after the break.